you, 6:16 now, and it's time for this week's unknown story of Western New York. And this one has a brand new paint job.
Yeah, it's a house that was actually part of the 1901 Pan Am Exposition, but now it's adorned with a mural celebrating that Queen City history. Long before the growing city of Buffalo had stretched its boundaries this far north, 1950 Delaware Avenue was just a farmhouse. Built in the 1850s, it would eventually play a role in one of the biggest events this town has ever seen.
This house was in the Pan American Exposition.
Former council member and state senator Al Coppola has owned the building for a half century, and he's all about preserving it and the history it holds.
They brought in the Indians. It was part of the Pan American Exposition.
If you take a look at the maps of the Pan Am grounds, you'll see it labeled Indian Stockade. It was part of the Six Nations exhibit, and the house, which was covered in bark for the expo, was used to also house the Native Americans who were visiting.
They put them up. They had Geronimo was here. Amazing.
So now he's brought in noted muralist Tim Martin to celebrate the groundbreaking event that put Buffalo on the map as the City of Light.
We were the first city in the country to light up our city. And that's amazing. Everybody should be bragging about that. I mean, there's a lot here to brag about, but this Tesla, amazing, amazing.
He gave me a bunch of information, pictures and reference material, and then this is what I created.
And Tim is no stranger to paying tribute through brush and paint. He has painted several murals around Western New York, including the massive homage to entertainment on the side of North Tonowanda's Riviera Theater. And with his new painting, he tells the story of a Victorian-era family visiting and gazing with amazement at the expo's centerpiece, the electric tower, and its reflection in the water. He also includes images of Tesla, whose inventive mind made this display of power possible, Teddy Roosevelt, who was sworn into office after the McKinley assassination, and a tribute to the people who stayed in this home.
And the Indians, so the Indian maiden up here with the Niagara Falls behind it, because this is where the Indians lived while they were here at the expo, it had to be part of it.
Something Al Coppola also wanted to express with this statue that he put in years ago. What do you hope people take away from this?
I hope they get a little education that this actually happened here. That's my hopes on it.
Happened here, bringing crowds and illumination to what will become a beautiful neighborhood in North Buffalo and a glowing chapter of the unknown stories of Western New York. Yeah, and if you'd like to see it for yourself, it's on the west side of Delaware Avenue, just north of Nottingham Terrace.
It seems like everywhere you turn in Buffalo now, there's a piece of public art or a mural, and I love it, transforming, you know, maybe old eyesores into some works of art. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, this one used to be just the White House, and it had a Pan Am house sign on it, but I think Al should put a sign on it that says Geronimo slept here. That would be very cool.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Mr.